this week. The Sharps were planning to be here tonight, cheering on the Spartans, and news of their deaths was received earlier today. Please join in taking this moment to honor their memory. On behalf of the family, Southwestern Community College, and the entire Spartan Nation, we thank you for honoring the Sharp family. At this time, please remove your hats as Miranda Payne, women's basketball coach here at Danville Area Community College, honors America with the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the lands of the free and the home of the brave?
Awesome job.
Welcome to Final Four Friday of this 2018 Division II Men's National Basketball Tournament. This first semifinal contest between the Triton College Trojans and the Southwestern Community College Spartans. First, wearing the dark uniforms, representing District 8 from Creston, Iowa, let's meet the starting lineup for the Southwestern Spartans. At one guard, a 5'10" freshman from Des Moines, Iowa, number 1, Elijah Thomas. At guard, a 5'8" sophomore, also from Des Moines, Iowa, number 2, Khalid Edwards. And at guard, a 6'2" sophomore from Peoria, Illinois, number 23, Terrence Shelby. At forward, a 6'4" freshman from Council Bluffs, Iowa, number 15, Chad Moran. And at forward, a 6'7" freshman from Des Moines, Iowa, number 20, Gador Queth. Assistant coaches for the Spartans, Blake Peterson, Dylan Jenkins, and Rand Hazelton. Southwestern's head coach, Mr. Todd Lorenzen. And now let's meet the District 3 champions from River Grove, Illinois, the Triton College Trojans. At one guard, a 6'2" freshman from Detroit, Michigan, number 2, Najee Brown Henderson. At guard, a 6'4" sophomore from Chicago, number 3, Deonta Terrell. At guard, a 6'1" sophomore, also from Chicago, number 24, Isaiah Hayes. At center, a 6'9" freshman from Elgin, Illinois, number 5, Cortese Cooper. And at forward, a 6'5" freshman from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, number 15, Alondis Williams. Assistant coaches for the Trojans, Plato Damakos, Brad Fitzpatrick, Tyler Jones, and Rex Parker. The head coach of Triton College, Mr. Steve Christensen. Our officials for this evening's contest, from Kirkland, Indiana, Mr. Eric Lowe, from Shelby Township, Michigan, Mr. Nick Meyer, and from Rossville, Tennessee, Mr. John Wilmer.
All right, Nate Norris, those are our 10, and the Triton Trojans, number 1 seed, come out in the home grays, trimmed in maroon and gold. The Southwestern Spartans, defending champs, in the traveling reds, trimmed in silver, and in, it's kind of like the Ohio State uniform. It's really, really close. We're ready for basketball as Cooper in the center circle for Triton. He goes against Chad Moran. Ball is tipped and comes down to Southwestern. They will start with the basketball. Khalid Edwards running the point for the Spartans. Takes the dribble, passes it back out, and a quick foul. That's going to be on Williams. Maybe that's the way they're going to stop Williams tonight, is get him in foul trouble.
It wouldn't surprise me to see a lot of fouls coming from Southwestern tonight, just to try and keep Triton from getting in that run and gun game.
Southwestern to inbound. Ball gets brought in. Shot on the inbound pass is no good. Rebound. The DMT rebound brought down by the Triton Trojans. Up the floor comes Triton. They'll go to the right-hand side with Brown Henderson. Directing traffic, looking over to Terrell. Looking inside, that one knocked away, and it's going to be out of bounds. They're going to say a foul on Southwestern. It's going to be on Elijah Thomas. That's his first, and the team's first. He kind of bumped Terrell as he was going after the basketball, knocked him out of bounds.
Just enough to knock him off balance.
There's a drive shot from the elbow, and that one's up and good, and Triton will tie this at 2. Or actually take a 2-0 lead. See if Southwestern can tie him at 2. Queth takes the basketball with the left hand, loses his footing, kicks it out. Elijah Thomas goes between the legs, works it over to Moran. Moran drives, kicks it to the corner. Shot on the way. That's a 3-ball, and it's good.
3-point basket,
Elijah Thomas gives his team a 1-point lead, and it's 3-2 in favor of Southwestern. The Spartans looking to knock off the number 1 seed. Shot at the other end is up and good for 3 by Brown Henderson.
Southwestern's starting out in a zone defense, and if Triton keeps shooting like this, they're not going to be in it very long.
Triton putting on a little full court pressure. Southwestern breaks it. Queth, nice pass to Moran, cut to the basket, and he can't get it to go. Rebound to the Trojans. Up the floor, Terrell comes to the left-hand side, picks up the dribble, looks, gets it into Cortez. Cooper, long cross-court pass. Man, Williams had a sky to bring that one down.
It's a good thing that he's got those long arms over there.
Gets it up top to Hayes. Hayes will work off the screen from Cooper in the lane, takes the shot. That one's no good, and the DMT rebound. Pulled down by the Spartans, and they are on the move. Elijah Thomas stops, kicks it out. Ball fake to Edwards. Edwards near side, and the shot is up and good for 3 by Terrence Shelby Jr. State Farm agent Jenna Ward 3 gives the Spartans a 6-5 lead with 17:40 to play here in the first half. Brown Henderson works it up top to Williams. Williams passes it to Hayes, now up top to Terrell. Looking inside for Williams, back to Terrell. They work it off the little give and go. Nice clear out by Moran to allow his little guard to get the rebound underneath the basket. Davis kicks it to Moran. He takes the 3. He hits the 3.
3-point basket, Chad Moran.
The bombs are launching tonight.
3 threes so far by 3 different players.
At the other end, Williams takes the shot. He might have been bumped when he took it. Ball goes out of bounds, and they are going to say off of Triton, and it'll be Southwestern basketball. Triton going to stay in that full court pressure. And it's not token pressure either. They're really cranking it up. And they're going to call a travel because there was no shot made, and Moran thought there was, and he moved with the basketball along the baseline. Can't do that.
Came from a dead ball, and you cannot move. Don't see that very often.
No, you don't.
Because usually official says you can't move.
Yeah, stay right here. So Triton with the advantage off of the turnover. Looking inside, that one going to be turned back over. Memories by design turnover for each team. And it will be Southwestern basketball as they lead 9-5. There's a shot on the way for a 12-5 lead, and it's good by Elijah Thomas. And we've got a Tilton Pro Lube timeout on the floor. Top-notch service, Pennzoil Products, convenience, all in one location. Located at the corner of Ross Lane and Georgetown Road. So the Triton Trojans in a little bit of trouble, down 12-5 early with the great outside shooting from Southwestern.
Not sure you could have got to ask for a better start than what Southwestern's got right now.
We've seen some teams with a high percentage shooting, but I don't know that they've been this high. We'll see if they can continue it. It's going to be tough, and I don't know what Triton can do. I mean, it's not like they're not playing good defense.
No, they're hands in the face of the shooters. They're rotating well. Just guys are knocking down shots so far.
Triton will inbound, trailing 12-5 with 16:39 to play. Up the floor come the Trojans. Isaiah Hayes with the basketball, dribbling with the left hand. Comes to the top of the key, gives it to Terrell. He goes between the legs, now passes it back out to Williams. Williams ball fake, tried to get to the basket, and he traveled. And that Memories by Design turnover will give it back to Southwestern.
That's exactly why Southwestern's in that zone to start out, is to keep that penetration to a minimum.
Up the floor comes Queth. Looked like he picked up his pivot foot. Got it to Shelby Jr. He stops, he hangs, he shoots, and scores off the glass.
Basket by Terrence Shelby.
Makes it 14-5 in favor of Southwestern. Terrell to Williams. To Hayes, back up top to Williams. Looking to Hayes. Now it comes up top into the hands of Shepard. Shepard fighting a man off, kicks it out to the wing. Drive by Terrell. Wide open, takes the shot. It's no good, short. And he's going to foul going over the back.
See that so often. See a kid miss a shot like that and then overcompensate by trying to get a rebound that he can't get.
And then he went at the official very hastily, and the referee immediately put his hand up saying, you know what, just leave it back out there. We're not going to talk about it.
As an official shouldn't have to explain his call to a kid.
Shelby Jr. with the shot and the bucket. He's got a quick 7 points, and it's 16-5. 11-point lead for Southwestern, the defending champs. Williams up top to Hayes. Back to Williams. A little 1-2-2 zone for Southwestern is given Fitz to Triton. Williams tried to split defenders, and he's going to get called for another traveling violation.
It's his second traveling call. A little frustrated, it looks like. The defense is really sticking to him so far. Looks like a Big Ten guard, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Looks like you can see play from Michigan State.
Shelby for three. He's feeling it. We've got another Tilton Pro Lube timeout on the floor. And it's a 30-second, so again, we will keep it right here. Spalding proud to be the official basketball of National Junior College Athletic Association. Spalding's TF1000 Legacy Ball, used exclusively at all NJCAA basketball championships. And the NJCAA thanks Spalding for their continued support. Spalding, true to the game. And right now, Nate Norris, if Southwestern keeps shooting like this, it's going to go ugly early.
This is a deliberate long-distance barrage right now. I mean, they've gotten the lane one time. Other than that, about every possession they've came down, made a pass or two, and launched a three.
They've hit 5 threes and 2 regular two-point shots. So if they don't cool down, Triton's in trouble.
They're 7 of 9 from the floor.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that'll win you some games.
Yes, it will. Terrell with the basketball, drives, now kicks it out. Shepard going to drive, kick it out. Shoots it for 3. Shepard does, and he hits it. Maybe that'll get the Trojans going.
3-point basket, Corey Shepard.
He gave them their first 3 points that they've had in a long time. They've been scoreless for a while. To the top of the key, Khalid Edwards. Looking inside, now gets it over towards Thomas. Thomas picks up the ball to the free throw line. Queth kicks it out. Thomas going to take the three, and he missed it. Boy, that looked good too.
That hit both sides of the rim.
DMT rebound for the Trojans, and they push it up the floor. Terrell gets it up top into the hands of Brown Henderson. He'll take the three, and that one's short, no good. Nice offensive rebound that time by Motrell Barnes. And there's a three ball by the Trojans. 2 in a row for Corey Shepard, in the lead back to 8, 19-11. Triton trying to put a little run on here.
That's the way to make your presence felt coming off the bench.
Queth has the basketball for the Southwestern Spartans. Into Moran. Moran had a good start. Now he's been quiet the last few possessions. Shot is on the way, and good again for Shelby Jr. And again, that was contested. He had a hand in his face.
Picking up right where he left off in the second half last night. He scored 15, I believe, in the second half last night.
Well, he's 2 points away from scoring 15 in the first half tonight. That shot is up and no good. The DMT rebound pulled back by Southwestern, and they push it up the floor. Queth picks up his dribble, throws it away, and the Memories by Design turnover. Will it lead to points at the other end? Yes, it does. Barnes gets the tough basket at the other end. 22-13. Southwestern leading Triton. Moran takes it, puts it up. He's fouled, and it will not go, but he will get a couple free throws out of the deal.
Moran's another kid that was really key to the victory last night for Southwestern.
And we've got a timeout on the floor. We will take it. Our score with 12:35 left to go in the first half. 22 for Southwestern, 13 for Triton. This is NJCAA Championship Network.
NJCAA fans, the brand new NJCAA store is here. Visit shop.njcaa.org now to find the best NJCAA branded merchandise on the market. On your first order, be sure to use the promo code WELCOME10 and you'll receive 10% off your first order. With orders of $75 or more, you'll receive free shipping anywhere in the United States. So what are you waiting for? Visit shop.njcaa.org now and get your NJCAA gear today.
With electronics, you can help people by going and figuring out what their problem is. You're like the superhero. You get to come in and fix it.
I try to inspire them by challenging them.
The teaching style is more like a workplace.
They will work with you on an individual basis. They'll really try to understand what you need help with.
After I graduate here, I feel like I'll be very prepared for the electronics field.
12:35 left to go in the first half here in game number 1 of our Final Four. And the defending champs, Southwestern, leading the number 1 seed Triton Trojans 22-13. And a lot of that coming from Terrence Shelby Jr., who has 13 points with 3 threes involved in all that.
Blazing hot start for Shelby Jr.
Moran at the line for a couple of financial agent Dave Harvey free throws. First one is up and no good. He will get a chance at a second.
You have to think that in a game like this, free throws are going to pay a dividend at some point.
Second one by Moran is up and good. 23-13, 10-point lead for Southwestern. And now it looks like they've gone to a man-to-man defense. That's kind of surprising.
First time.
I know they like to switch things up, but man, that zone was working so well to keep the penetration away.
Yeah, Williams hasn't got to the basket yet, has he?
Oh, he's not even on the floor right now, and that may be one reason why they've switched out of the man-to-man.
Good point.
Traveling violation against the Trojans, so that Memories by Design turnover will give it back to Southwestern, who leads by 10 with 12:11 to play here in the first half. Edwards across the 10-second line for the Spartans. Up to the top of the key to Thomas. To Shelby Jr. Fakes it. Shot is on the way for 3. That one rolls off the front of the rim. No good. DMT rebound to the Trojans. And Triton on the move. To the basket. Terrell puts it up. It's no good. And the rebound comes down to Southwestern. Foul is going to be on Terrell. That's his second. And it was enhanced a little bit by Edwards all the way down the floor. You could see there was contact being made, but I don't know that it was necessarily as bad as Edwards was making it look.
No, he's a pretty good actor. We saw that a little bit last night. Heck of a player, though, too.
Gets the inbound pass. Passes it off to Thomas, to Queth. Queth to the basket, and he's going to get called for the travel.
Shuffled the feet.
And he will shuffle his feet back down to the other end of the floor. Triton going to push the issue a little bit. Be interesting to see how long Williams stays on the bench. Pass on the baseline. Barnes kicks it out. Cooper for three. That one's good. He has one of the best shots of a big man I've ever seen in this tournament.
He doesn't hit the rim very often. They just touch the net.
Gives his team 3 points that they desperately needed, down 23-16. At the other end, shot is up to answer, and it's no good. DMT rebound to Triton, and the Trojans will bring it up. Brown Henderson comes to the near side, gets it to Shepard. Shepard to Barnes. Dribble penetration, shot is up and no good. Rebound comes down to Blake, who had a heck of a game off the bench the other night, and Cooper drains it from the three-point line again.
Cortez Cooper.
That's his second, and it's 23-19.
Didn't take long.
No, back to a 4-point lead. Triton right now playing with 3 bench players and 2 starters. That's something you don't see very often in this tournament. Nice little move to the basket, and it's blocked away. Kept into the possession, though, by Southwestern. Ryan Warren's going to launch it with 3 on the shot clock. That hits the rim, but Triton comes away with the DMT rebound. They'll work it up the floor. Into the hands of Blake. Over to Brown Henderson. Gets it down low to Barnes. To Blake, takes the left-handed shot. It doesn't go. And the DMT rebound comes down to Southwestern. Danville Mass Transit providing regular service from downtown bus terminal to many locations, hotels, and all of the NJCAA National Tournament. For more information, call 217-431-0653 or go online to ridedmt.org. Triton up the floor. Nice moves by Brown Henderson, and he lays it in.
Coast to coast. You got to stop that if you're Southwestern. You got to stop that penetration at some point.
He was going behind the back, between the legs, around and everywhere. Shelby Jr. misses the shot. He's gone cold. And here comes Triton, trailing by 2, 23-21. Pass outside to take the lead. Shepard hits the 3.
3-point basket, Corey Shepard.
And the Triton Trojans take their first lead, 24-23. And there's a foul going to be called on the outside by Triton. It'll be on Brown Henderson. That's his second. And that is the 4th team foul against Triton here in the first half.
Took less than 4 minutes of game time to erase an 11-point deficit.
Well, when you're the number 1 seed of the tournament, you can probably do that.
They're the number 1 seed for a reason.
And for those that may just be tuning into their first games of the tournament, they are the number 1 seed, and this is their last opportunity to win this tournament because they are going Division I next year. In fact, we had 2 teams in the tournament this year going Division I next year. There's a kick out, shot on the way for 3. That one is no good from the corner, and the DMT rebound to Triton. And we've got a foul going to be called. It's on Southwestern.
Number 13,
Ryan Warren picks up the foul, his first, team second.
Into the Triton lineup.
And Williams now coming back into the basketball game as Cortez Cooper goes out. Cooper gets a nice hand from the crowd.
For my money, Williams is the best player here in this tournament.
He's the best one I've seen. Pima's got some players too, but
oh yeah,
he's definitely the best that I've seen. Shot is up and no good by Hayes, and the rebound comes down to Southwestern. And boy, he hits around a man standing on the baseline. That doesn't happen very often. Shelby Jr. hits the three.
3-point basket.
He's got 16.
He just cooled off for one shot.
Williams throws it to absolutely nobody, and there's an over and back call.
Fifth turnover for Triton.
Number 15, Chad Moran, replacing Quest.
Southwestern is playing with a purpose tonight. Triton has not yet found their purpose.
I totally agree.
But to Triton's credit, they're only down 2, and they've come back from a 9-point deficit. So that's how good they are, folks.
Yep.
And there's a traveling violation. Shelby Jr. goes down, and he gets back up, make sure he's all right.
Boy, that would, couldn't lose him. I guess you could lose him, but.
Wouldn't be good.
No.
7:54 to play in the first half. 26-24, Southwestern with the lead. And an offensive foul going to be called on Triton.
Number 20, Devin Blake. That's his first.
That's on Devin Blake, his first. And the 6th team foul against Triton here in the first half.
I sure didn't see that, did you?
No, I did not. Must have happened well away from the ball, or maybe an illegal screen at the ball. I just didn't see what happened. Moran gives it up top, now into the hands of Warren. There's a drive, and the shot is up, and they're going to say no good as it hit the shot clock and went in. So no basket.
You
Goes
couldn't
back
do
to
that again
Triton.
if you tried to 100 times, probably.
That's a good horse shot.
Yeah. Off the shot clock.
Williams up top to Hayes. Back over to Williams. They stay in the zone now that Williams is in there, and they throw it away. Count a Memories by Design turnover back to Southwestern. Lob, look out. Thought we were going to get a lap full of players there. Shelby Jr. loses control of the basketball, and it's out of bounds. And another Memories by Design turnover located in Town Center, your locally owned one-stop shop of amazing things, keepsakes, trophies, bridal anniversary, and more.
The 6th turnover for the defending champs.
26-24, Triton trailing Southwestern. Just under 7 to play here in the first half. Williams, double team, quick hands, ball loose, taken away by Southwestern.
He's quick down there.
In trouble, and a timeout going to be called. Smart move that time by Khalid Edwards.
Southwestern's called a 30-second timeout.
We'll go ahead and take the timeout as well. 6:42 left to go in the first half. 26-24, Southwestern leads Triton. This is the NJCAA Championship Network.
NJCAA fans, the brand new NJCAA store is here. Visit shop.njcaa.org now to find the best NJCAA branded merchandise on the market. On your first order, be sure to use the promo code WELCOME10 and you'll receive 10% off your first order. With orders of $75 or more, you'll receive free shipping anywhere in the United States. So what are you waiting for? Visit shop.njcaa.org now and get your NJCAA gear today.
With electronics, you can help people by like going and figuring out what their problem is. You're like the superhero. You get to come in and fix it.
I try to inspire them by challenging them.
The teaching style is more like a workplace.
They will work with you on an individual basis. They'll really try to understand what you need help with.
After I graduate here, I feel like I'll be very prepared for the electronics field.
We want to welcome
To the NJCAA National Championship Division II, the number 1 seed Triton Trojans trailing by 2 to the defending champion Southwestern Spartans.
into the Southwestern lineup, number 1, Elijah Thomas.
And the Spartans set to inbound the basketball.
No pressure from Triton.
It hasn't really worked, their pressure defense.
Giving
Or at
up a
least-
lot of open threes.
That's right. Pass comes to the near side in the hands of Warren. He ball fakes, gets around his man to the basket, tried to draw contact, can't get it to go. They get the offensive DMT rebound. Lots of contact, and finally we're going to get a Ball knocked out of bounds. I thought maybe they called a foul, but apparently the ball got knocked out of bounds last touch by Southwestern. It will be Triton basketball. Oh, 3-second violation was the call. Okay.
Turnover number 7.
Didn't realize it because I never see that called anymore.
Yeah, it's like a unicorn.
Ball's kicked out to the perimeter. They'll lob it inside. Barnes looks, kicks it out. Blake going to take the 3. That one no good. Moran pulls down the DMT rebound. Gives it off, and Elijah Thomas up the floor. Ball comes to the near side, into the hands of Barge. Barge takes it and scores.
Nice take, a nice finish.
Barze with his first 2, and it's 28-24 in favor of Southwestern. After all the points we saw early, we've kind of slowed down, haven't really seen a lot of points.
3-pointers aren't falling there as quick.
Missed shot by Triton. Offensive rebound, and Barnes is going to put it back in.
Triton layup, Martrell Barnes.
It's his second offensive rebound and basket.
He's given up some quality minutes, Barnes has, since he's come into the game. Always like to see those bench players give some contributions. Drive to the basket, and a foul going to get called on a reach-in.
Triton foul on number 32.
That's going to be on Barnes.
That's
his first and the team's 7th. So that will send Elijah Thomas to the Country Financial Agent Dave Harvey free throw line.
Elijah Thomas at the line for the Spartans shooting.
Just 2 fouls on Southwestern to this point.
First one on the way. It is good.
Into the Southwestern lineup, number 2.
Coming back in for Southwestern is Khalid Edwards. And Shelby Jr. going to go out. Great first half for Shelby Jr. Thomas ready for the second one. It is good as well. 30-26. Southwestern with the lead. Just under 5 minutes to play here in the first half. Isaiah Hayes picks up his dribble, comes near side, gets it to Atkins. Atkins goes to Williams, down low to Barnes. Barnes going to kick it out. Hayes passes it to Williams. Williams back to Hayes, takes the dribble to the basket. No foul, lots of contact. Rebound is Southwestern, and Moran up the floor. He's going to get double teamed. They switch it over. There's a drive by Thomas. Now he'll pull it back out. Nice crossover to the paint, kicks it to the corner. Barze to the basket, and he can't get it to go. DMT rebound to Triton. They'll cross the 10-second line with just about 4 minutes left to go, and we've got a foul called on Southwestern. It was away from the ball. Ryan Warren picks up his second personal foul for Southwestern. And I believe he's getting ready to go take a seat as Shelby Jr. comes back in.
Didn't sit on the bench very long.
If he played for me, he wouldn't sit on the bench very long at all. Williams backing it up. Now going to maybe take a run. Kicks it to the near side to Hayes. Back out to Blake. Blake to the basket, and he's fouled. They're going to say it was on the floor. It's on Khalid Edwards. That's his first. That's the 4th team foul on Southwestern here in the first half. Very unusual to see just 4 team fouls, especially in the first half for any team in this tournament. Williams off the inbound screen is going to take a 3, and it's no good. Rebound brought down by Southwestern. And the Spartans come up the floor. Edwards trying to get around everybody. Passes it to the corner. Shelby Jr. to the basket, passes it back out to Edwards. He takes the 3 with a man in his face, and it's no good. Barze gets the rebound, and Southwestern will regroup on offense. This Southwestern team can dribble the basketball.
Yes, they can.
Moran to the basket, and it's good.
So well coached. Just, they don't do anything that, that you would see a coach just throw a fit about.
Williams finally gets to the basket and finally gets 2 points. Who would have thought that he would get his first 2 points with 17 minutes off the clock?
Not me.
They've done a really good job with their defense. Southwestern has controlling his game. Ball comes to the near side to Barzay. Double dribble. Well, they call the travel. And Triton will send in 2. Southwestern will send in 1 with just about 2:45 to play in the half. 32-28, Southwestern leading Triton. Williams crosses the 10-second line. Gives it to Cooper. Cooper, nice pass, down low. Shepard lays it in.
That was pretty easy.
So not only can the big man rebound, not only can the big man shoot the 3, but he's a pretty good passer too. Pass taken away by Williams. Up the floor he comes. 1-on-3, splits defenders, lays it up, but it's no good, and he'll head to the line. He may be ready to figure out how to play in this game.
There's an explosion coming.
Edwards picks up his second personal foul for Southwestern, and Alondis Williams heads to the Country Financial Agent Dave Harvey free throw line for 2. He can tie here at the line. First one is on the way, and it is no good, short. Wow.
In the Spartans lineup, number 11, Marqueon.
Get ready for his second one.
Replacing Edwards.
Didn't have enough on the first one. Second one is on the way. That one no good. Both of them were short.
Pretty surprising this early in the first half.
Well, and he hasn't really played as much as he normally does, so I wouldn't think fatigue would have been a problem.
Maybe just not in sync yet.
Queth had it knocked away, and it will be Southwestern keeping control of the basketball. And a foul going to be called on Williams trying to reach around and knock it away. That's his second. And it will send Whittington to the free throw line.
DeMarquion Wilmington at the line for the Spartans. 1-1.
Williams is going to come out of the game. As coming back in for Triton is Craig Atkins.
Replacing Williams.
See the Pima coaches all the way on the far side sitting up watching this game.
Saw that. Scouting.
Absolutely. For the local fans, surprised Jeff Millis isn't here scouting. You'd see, if he wasn't coaching, he would be somewhere watching a basketball game scouting.
We ought to let junior colleges know, and one of them will probably hire him to scout for them.
Yeah. Got a foul called. Going to be on Blake for Triton, his second.
Number 20, Gador Queth. That's his first, team 6.
I had that with his second, but they only have him with 1. So
no, that was. You got the wrong 20. That was on
okay.
Queth.
Okay. Southwestern, I'm sorry. Queth, you're correct. That is his first.
Yeah. See one of our favorite guys across the way, too. Steve Schmidt is sitting up there watching the game. Wishing that he was playing.
Shot on the way for 3, and it's good by Shepard.
3-point basket, Corey Shepard.
And the Triton Trojans take the lead again, 33-32. They haven't led very much, but they've led a couple of times. Moran gets it to Shelby Jr. Back to Moran. Gets to the basket, and they call the offensive foul. That's the first on Moran.
Southwestern, number 15, Chad Moran.
Boy, that's a tough call to make.
Yeah, Triton's got to figure out somebody to come back and take the inbound pass. Doesn't really work if you don't have anybody.
Whittington from Southwestern was going to take it.
Yeah. There's a shot by Shepard again, and he hits it.
3-point basket, Corey Shepard.
17 points off the bench for Shepard. And we've got a shot at the other end.
That was a big dunk by somebody, and I didn't see who. I was blocked.
Moran hits the 3. Or the 2, excuse me. 36-34, Triton with the lead. 25 seconds left to go in the half. And the shot is up and no good. DMT rebound to Southwestern. Shot clock off so they can play for one here. Crossing the 10-second line, Elijah Thomas. He's going to try to go one-on-one. Works around the screen, kicks it out to Shelby Jr. Shelby Jr. stops, takes it from 16 at the buzzer. It's no good, and we go to halftime. We're better than that in the first half.
Look at their three-point shooting, though. 7 of 15, and then Triton's even better, 8 of 14. Both teams really lighting it up from downtown.
I really thought that Southwestern would have shot better than Triton in the first half, but Triton ended up a little bit better at 50% as opposed to 48%. Turnovers in that first half. Triton ended up with 9-10 for Southwestern. Rebounds, 15 for Southwestern, 14 for Triton, so very, very close on those two aspects.
Yep, everything's about as close as the score.
Triton working the ball inside. Williams can't get it to go, and the DMT rebound comes down to Southwestern, and they'll get their first possession of the second half. Elijah Thomas across the 10-second line. Works it to the right. Now passes it to Moran. Moran wide open to the basket, and he makes the basket.
A lot of contact, no call.
Yes, there was. I thought there was going to be an and one, but the referees kept it in their pocket. Williams around his man to the basket, can't get it to go. Cooper tips it out on the offensive DMT rebound. Lobs it on the baseline. Terrell kicks it over to Williams. Williams stops, and they're going to call the offensive foul.
Pretty good position that time by Edwards. He beat him to the spot and was set.
Triton foul on number 15, Alondis Williams. That's his third, team first.
I again think he enhanced that a little bit.
Number 32, Montrell Barnes.
So with 19 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the game, just getting started here in the second half. 36-36, we are tied. Winner of this game will play the winner of Pima and Delta in our next game.
Should be another quality matchup following this game.
Delta better get their shooting shoes on if they're going to keep up with the scoring of Pima.
Absolutely. They better get at least to the 90s.
Moran takes the three. He missed it. High, skying up for the rebound is Martrell Barnes. And the Triton Trojans with an alley-oop at the other end, and Terrell throws it down.
By Deonta Terrell.
His first two of the game. He came in as their leading scorer in the games that we've done of theirs. He hasn't really scored that much.
It's been pretty quiet tonight.
Dribble penetration. Edwards kicks it out. Shelby Jr., who was hot in the first half, stays hot in the second half. That one's a 2.
For Terrence Shelby.
But he's got 18 points.
He's a heck of a shooter.
Tied us up at 38. Triton inbound the basketball. They work it up the floor. Isaiah Hayes crosses the 10-second line, gives it over to Cooper. Cooper comes near side to Hayes, to Barnes. Barnes trying to get around Queth, loses the basketball, goes to chase it along the baseline. Terrell behind the back, kicks it out. Hayes tries to get to the basket, stops, gives it to Terrell. Terrell shoots, it's no good. Southwestern will get the DMT rebound, and they will bring it up the floor. Queth to Edwards. Now to Moran. Out to Queth. He takes a long jumper. It's good from the outside. The State Farm Gentleword 3.
Terrence Shelby.
Was that Shelby or was it Queth?
I thought it was 20. It was Queth.
I think they gave the basket to the wrong guy. Ball comes to the outside. Gives it to Brown Henderson.
It was definitely Queth.
He will stop, look inside. They try to lob it towards Barnes. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Southwestern. And it will stay Trojan basketball with 5 on the shot clock. The scoreboard's got it right.
Yep.
They lob it into Cooper. Cooper gives it back to Terrell. He has to take the three. It's no good, and we've got a push-off foul going to be called on Barnes.
Triton
That's
foul
his
on
second.
number 32, Martrell Barnes. That's his second.
And that is the second team foul.
Boy, I was sure a touch foul for what we've seen happen in this game not get called.
He slid in kind of with the hip, and I think that's what cost him.
Hip check. See those on the other side of town tonight.
Yes, Dasher's last home game of the season tonight. Shot is missed. Triton gets the DMT rebound. They'll bring it up the floor. Brown Henderson going to try to get it down to Terrell. He puts it up off the glass and in.
Nice move by Terrell. He used his body to screen out the defender.
41-40. Southwestern with the lead. Queth throws it. Thought it was coming to me. I was open, but I'm wearing green, not red, so.
I don't think he could make a shot from here, though.
Oh, I'd be very lucky. Barnes gets the deflection. And we'll see Triton bring it back the other way. Barnes stops, pulls up, takes the three. Good off the glass.
3-point basket, Martrell Barnes.
Need to call that one.
He's an aggressive player. When he starts feeling it, he's not shy.
Southwestern trailing 43-41. They have the basketball. Up, under, layup is good by little man Edwards.
That was nice.
Basket, Khalid
And we're tied
Edwards.
at 43. Brown Henderson with the basketball for the Triton Trojans. Cooper loses it out of bounds, and it will be a Memories by Design turnover back to Southwestern. Again, lots of contact in this game.
11 turnovers for Triton.
Queth to the basket, stops, gets his man in the air, has it blocked from behind. And up the floor comes Triton. And a double dribble, and that's a Memories by Design turnover that's going to give it back to Southwestern.
Looked like he kind of lost control and brought it up on his arm, and that's definitely a double dribble.
See if Southwestern can take the lead. They take the shot. It's no good, and Cooper has the rebound, and they're believed going to call a foul on Queth.
Southwestern foul on
for
number
the Spartans.
20, Gador Queth.
That's his second,
first.
And the first
Triton,
team
his
foul
second. Team's first.
on the first
Into the
team
Triton
foul on
lineup,
the
number
Spartans
11,
here in the
Corey
second
Shepard,
half.
Replacing Hayes.
This has been a fun game.
It has. Very entertaining. Hope the next one can live up to this.
This is one of those that's going to come down to the very, very last, it looks like.
I'm hoping.
There's a shot from the baseline. No good. Shelby Jr. had it taken away, and the rebound put back up, no good. Second tip, no good. Barnes puts it back up, and it finally goes in.
Trojans put back, Martrell Barnes.
Great work by Barnes on the offensive boards.
And he fouls at the other end. That's his third.
Triton foul on number
Now
32,
Coach Christensen
Martrell
has a
Barnes.
decision to
That's
make.
his
Do you take
third,
out the guy that's
team's third.
really playing your best basketball?
Southwestern lineup, number 13,
Yep.
And he is.
Warren.
Blake's going to come in to replace him.
He's replacing Queth, checking in for Triton, number 20.
And he knows it. I mean,
Kevin
he knows
Blake
that right now is his
replacing
time. He doesn't
Barnes.
want to be on the bench, but
Plays with a lot of emotion.
yes, he does.
Shelby Jr. for three, and he hits it.
3-point basket, Terrence Shelby.
He's got 21, and it's a 1-point lead for Southwestern. They retake it 46-45. 14 and a half minutes to play in the game. Terrell going to be fouled by Elijah
Southwestern
Thomas.
foul
That's
on
his
number
second.
1, Elijah Thomas.
If they weren't going to call that and then they call some of these other touch ones, then I was going to start complaining. Eject me.
Brown Henderson gets the inbound pass for the Triton Trojans. Number 1 seed in the tournament. Blake to the basket, puts it up, it goes, and it's good.
Trojans basket, Devin Blake.
His first two. At the other end, Moran for three. That one's a little strong, and Cooper pulls down the DMT rebound for the Trojans. Ooh, Shepard just about picked that foot up. Terrell to the basket, and he lays it in.
Second time he's used that move to get to the basket.
49-46. The Trojans with the lead. Shot at the other end for three is no good. Shepard pulls down the rebound. Lob out. Terrell to the basket. Off the glass and in.
Trojans basket.
He's taken over.
Layup drill for him right now.
5-point lead for the Trojans, 51-46.
Biggest deficit of the game for the defending champs.
Moran with the basketball. Hands it off. There's a kick to Edwards. Nice shot from the free throw line. Oh, that one went in and came right back out. Ball is out of bounds. Triton lost it. Memories by design turnover. Going to give it back to Southwestern. We've got a timeout on the floor. We'll take it. 13-16 to play in the game. 51-46. Triton leading Southwestern. This is the NJCAA National Championship Network.
started talking to me like I'm slowing down. Opinions over statistics, of course. Gassed off journalistic. Come at me and all you'll get is the ballistic report. Book a private room at Wally's. Way to twist in the court.
And we're back at Danville Area Community College's Mary Miller Gymnasium. 51-46, Triton with the lead over Southwestern. 13-16 left to play. Again, a battle from the number 1 seed this year to the defending champs from last year. Dream matchup, if you will.
It's living up to the billing so far.
Edwards works it around to Thomas, to Moran. Back to Edwards. He'll pass it off to Thomas. Moran gets around his man, stops in the paint, puts it up, blocked by Cooper. And Southwestern will stay with the basketball, 10 on the shot clock. Davis, nice move on the baseline, kicks it out to the paint, to the free throw line. Shot is up and it's short, no good. Boy, they worked it well and didn't get any points. That's frustrating.
Yep, did everything but knock down the shot.
51-46, Triton with the lead and the basketball. Terrell to the basket, and he missed it. Rebound, Southwestern.
They need to do something to stop him. He's getting to the basket every single trip down the floor.
Moran is going to pass it off, but there's a foul underneath the basket, and that's going to be on Shepard, I believe. And that's his first.
Didn't let the cutter run through.
Triton foul on number 11, Corey Shepard. That's his
Triton's
first.
doing all this with Williams on the bench, too.
I know. They made that big comeback in the first half without him as well.
Number 11, DeMarquion Whittington.
Shelby gets it to Queth in the corner. Back to Queth. He will pick up his dribble, look to get it outside. That one almost goes out of bounds. Warren did a nice job to save it. Edwards stops, rises, shoots. It's no good. Boy, Edwards can really handle the basketball.
He can, and for his 5'8" player, he's great at creating a shot.
Triton with the basketball. Leading by 5, and that one's a turnover. Memories by Design turnover. Back to Southwestern. Queth puts it on the floor. He does a nice job with the ball right there. Gets it back off to Warren. Back to Queth. 3, and it is no good. Blake pulls down the DMT rebound for Triton. 11:27 to play in the game. Triton leading 51-46 over Southwestern. Southwestern fans trying to get their team up for some defense. These Iowa schools always bring good crowds.
Yes, they do. There's a lot of Southwestern fans over there. It's good to see.
Lob it down low, and the layup is good on the inside by Shepard.
Corey Shepard.
I didn't know he could hit it from that close. He's been hitting it from way outside tonight. It's his first 2 points of the second half. He had 17 in the first half. Drive by Warren, had it knocked away, and a Memories by Design turnover. Warren better be careful. He's going to get that foul after the turnover.
Southwestern better be careful here. This is going to get away from them.
Shot is up and good for 3.
3-point basket, Najee
Brown Henderson hits the 3. And it's a 10-point Trojan lead at 56-46. And we've got a Tilton Pro Loop timeout on the floor. It's a 30, so we'll keep it here.
A 30-second timeout.
Spalding, the official basketball of the National Junior College Athletic Association. Spalding's TF1000 Legacy Ball is used exclusively at all NJCAA basketball championships, and the NJCAA thanks Spalding for their continued support. Spalding, true to the game.
Southwestern shot 48% in the first half. Right now I have them at 5 of 17 here in the second half. Really
worse.
Struggling.
Little worse. 10:27 left to go in the game. 56-46. Triton with the lead over Southwestern.
Big possession here for the Spartans.
Ball gets brought in to Khalid Edwards. Goes over to Queth. Queth picks it on the floor, gets it to Warren, to Edwards. Edwards back up top to Warren. Looked like he wanted to shoot, changed his mind, gives it to Queth. Queth going to move in on Cooper, and they're going to call the offensive foul.
That was a pretty easy call once he put that elbow into the stomach.
Offensive foul on Southwestern's number 20, Ghidorah Clef. That's his third.
That's his third.
Into the Spartan lineup, number 1.
See a substitution in for Southwestern as Elijah Thomas comes back in. Ryan Warren goes out. It's like Moran's going to come back in at the next stoppage. Wonder if he'll come in for Queth.
That's who they need to step up a little bit, Southwestern. He has what's he have, 6 points?
Moran?
9 points.
So I've got him with 10. Terrell with the basketball. And a double dribble again on Triton, so that Memories by Design turnover is going to give it back to Southwestern, and Queth does go to the bench as Moran comes in. 9:44 to play.
I found that free throw. It's been a quiet 10 points
Yes,
for
it
Moran.
has. Yes, it has. Up top, there's Moran with the basketball. Gives it off to Shelby Jr. He puts it up. A little quick one-hander, and it's good.
Spartans basket.
And I believe that's with his offhand because he put that up right-handed, and I believe he's a lefty.
They needed that. That stopped a 11-0 run by Triton.
Which I believe Triton had an 11-0 run in the first half as well. There's a drive by Terrell. He puts it up. He's fouled, and count the basket.
Count the Trojans basket by Deonta Terrell.
So that's his 10th point.
Southwestern foul on number 1. Elijah
The foul
Thomas.
is going to be on Elijah Thomas. That's his third. And that is the 4th team foul on Southwestern here in the second half.
At the line, shooting 1 for the Trojans.
This could make it an 11-point lead if Terrell makes this free throw, which he does not. Gets tipped, and it's brought down and put back up and in by Blake.
Trojans basket, Devin Blake.
So it turns into a 4-point play instead of a 3-point play.
That's a killer.
Moran gets it to Shelby. Shelby loses control of the basketball, taken away by the Trojans. Up the floor, Terrell misses it. Tip is no good, and the rebound brought back by Shelby Jr. And he's going to push it the other way. Tried to go coast to coast, now kicks it out. Shot is on the way, in and out, no good for 3. Shelby Jr. gets the rebound. Again, they kick it out. 8:38 to play, 12-point lead for Triton. Davis out. Shot on the way again by Thomas. This time the 3 is good.
3-point basket, Elijah Thomas.
And we've got another Tilton Pro Loop
timeout.
timeout. We'll take it. 8:27 to play in the game. 60-51. The Triton Trojans with the lead over the Spartans of Southwestern. This is the NJCAA Championship Network.
Your girlfriend call me like, come on, no. I like the way that she treat me, gon' leave you, won't leave me. I call it that Casino. She said I'm insane, yeah, I wanna
8 minutes, 27 seconds left to go as we take a look at the East Main Street Dairy Queen scoreboard. 60-51, Triton with the lead over Southwestern. Triton has the basketball. Southwestern going to put a little full court pressure on now. See if those quick hands of the guards can cause some trouble for Triton. Boy, it was just token.
Yeah, just turned around and jogged back.
Don't understand that. If you're going to bring them up, put the pressure on them. Ball goes to the corner. Shot on the way by Cooper. That one's no good. And Southwestern gets the DMT rebound. Moran in the corner. Gives up the ball. Now it comes up top to Davis. Edwards. Edwards crosses over and is going to be fouled before he gets to the line. And that's Brown Henderson, I believe, that picked up the foul. That's his third.
Foul on number 2, Najee Brown Henderson. That's his third. Team
As
fifth.
Southwestern going to shoot off the inbound pass. It's off the side of the backboard, but Southwestern gets the rebound. Dribble penetration. Now the ball comes up top to Whittington. Moran, kick out. Edwards for 3. That one is no good. Rebound comes down to Triton. Edwards off the ball guarding. Now the ball gets into the hands of Brown Henderson. Down low to Blake. Triple team, and he kicks it to the corner. Shot on the way. That one's no good. Rebound to Southwestern. Moran with the basketball for the Spartans. Near side, Whittington takes the 3. That one's no good. Neither team can hit from the outside right now. Triton doesn't need to.
Southwestern's gone ice cold.
Brown Henderson hits the 3 from the outside.
3-point basket, Najee Brown Henderson.
63-51, the Triton lead with 6:45 to play. Shelby Jr. takes the 3, it's no good, and it will be Cooper with the DMT rebound. Up the floor to the brim, layup is good by Craig Atkins.
Layup, Craig Atkins.
His first 2, and the Trojans pulling away. They lead by 14. Shot is up in the paint, and Edwards is going to pick up the foul on the rebound of his own missed shot.
Nothing going the Spartans' way.
Southwestern foul on number 2, Khalid Edwards. That's his third, team's 5th.
Yeah, this game is just taking a terrible, terrible turn for the Spartans.
Number 10, Brandon.
And still
13,
no Alondis Williams for Triton.
Replacing Shelby. Checking in for Triton, number 3, Deonta Terrell.
Up the floor comes Triton. Cooper holds, throws it out to Blake. He takes the 3. That one's no good. Ball brought down by Southwestern. They'll bring it up the floor. Whittington takes the 3. That one is finally hit from the outside.
Basket, DeMarquan Whittington.
His first 3. It's 65-54. Now they're going to trap as soon as they cross the 10-second line, but Cooper is going to throw it down as he gets to the rim.
Basket, Cortez Cooper.
Cooper with 8.
Left him all by his lonesome.
Moran to the corner, thrown out of bounds. Last touched by Triton. It will stay Southwestern basketball. And it looks like the Pima coaches have seen enough. They're going to go get ready, head to the locker room. They may have a game or something coming up.
Something kind of big.
Shot is up, and it's good for 3 by Elijah Thomas.
Basket, Elijah Thomas.
That's a State Farm agent Jennifer 3. Cuts the lead to 10, 67-57.
If the Spartans have another run in them, now's the time.
Terrell hits the front of the rim on the shot, but he got fouled and will head to the line for 2.
Southwestern foul.
Ryan
number
Warren
13,
picks up the
Ryan
foul
Warren.
for the
That's
Spartans
his
of Southwestern.
third, Team 6.
Terrell will go to the line for a couple of State Country Financial agent Dave Harvey free throws. First one is up, and it is good. Gives him 11. Now ready for the second one. On the way, and it is good. Still not the leading scorer on the team, but probably having the best game right now. The streaming platforms of Apple TV, Amazon Fire, Android TV, and Roku. NJCAA TV, the official digital video network of the NJCAA. In a game that was so competitive through halftime and a little bit into the second half, Triton finally put the foot on the gas and said, you know what, boys, we're just going to put this one out and go to the championship game.
The cream rose, that's for sure. They are good, and they're doing this without most of the second half without their best player. That's what's, to me, the most impressive part of this.
Well, and we saw coaches here scouting. I'm sure Delta probably had their coaching staff here too. We didn't see them, but
I think they were up here.
They may have been behind us, yeah. But the Pima coaches, and I'm sure if Delta was here watching too, that's got to be a scary proposition when you see 15 sitting on the bench for the entire second half and their team's up by 14 over the defending champs.
Absolutely. Plus, you look, Williams only scored 2 points in this game. I mean, talk about a scouting nightmare.
Yeah.
Wow.
2:25 to play, 78-64. Triton with the lead, about ready to inbound the basketball. Blake puts it on the floor. They try a trap, comes to Terrell, puts it on the floor, gets it across the 10-second line to Brown Henderson. Back out to Terrell, to Brown Henderson, and we've got a technical foul called.
Down Southwestern's coach.
That's what it sounded like. Todd Lorenzen picks up the technical foul.
Southwestern's head coach. Deonta Terrell.
That's his first.
The technical.
Team's first. And first free throw is good by Terrell. Now ready for the second one. On the way, and it is no good. Pushes it to a 15-point Triton lead, 79-64. Ball will be inbounded on the far side of the floor. Barnes gets it into Terrell. They try to double team, now give it off to Blake. Blake has it knocked out of bounds, last touch by Southwestern.
I don't think he fouled being down 15. I think he just played defense and play it out.
Edwards reaching in, trying to get the steal. And a Tilton Pro Lube. Did they get the timeout?
Looked
yes,
like
they did.
it.
Tilton Pro Lube timeout going to be called by Triton with exactly 2 minutes left to go. And Triton showing again why they are the #1 seed in this tournament. If there was any doubts.
Yeah, they're not leaving much doubt tonight. It's going to take a mighty impressive performance in that next game to bring some more doubt into this.
Well, and that's really, you know, you talked about matchup nightmares and scouting nightmares. What do you do to stop them?
I don't know.
It seems like they can adjust their game to whatever is being done against them and still score points.
They have so many guys that can penetrate and get to the basket. It seems like almost at will.
And they can all shoot. They don't have to all shoot, but they can all shoot. I mean, even their big man, Cortez Cooper, who's one of my favorite players in the tournament, I mean, he's hitting from the outside. His first 2 shots were 3-pointers.
Every player has attempted at least 1 3 that's been in the game for him. You don't see that very often.
No, you don't. And I'm not going to, just looking at the scorebook here, I think everybody that's played for him scored.
Everybody I have down has. At least 2.
Yeah, that's kind of impressive in and of itself, too. And they all contribute away from the basketball and do other things besides score, too. Rebounding and stealing.
They're fast. They play hard. They're long.
Barnes, another one of those players, puts up the shot, no good. Blake off the bench. There's a steal by Terrell, puts it up, it's no good. Barnes going to follow, and he puts it back in.
Trojans put back, Martrell Barnes.
Shot up the floor. Moran to the basket, throws it away, and that one's going to be over and back. And that Memories by Design turnover gives it back to Triton with 1:40 left to play, up by 17, 81-64.
Terrell's just had a monster game. What a second half.
I never would have thought the final score would have ended up like this, especially as close as it was for
that makes 2 of us.
Half to 3/4 of the game.
It was, I bet as soon as you said this is going to go down the last possession, that's when Triton went on that run, because I totally was in agreement. I thought this was going to be a last 30-second game.
I awoke the monster.
He did.
Have to apologize to Coach Lorenzen after the game. I didn't mean for that to happen. Wow.
Don't make it angry.
Yeah, you wouldn't like it when it's angry. Old Incredible Hulk reference. Shot is up, no good. They can't even get an easy one to go. Barnes going to pull it back out to Blake, to Brown Henderson. Getting close to 1 minute left to go here in the ball game.
1 minute to play.
Terrell to the basket, tried to throw it down, and he's fouled. Lucky he didn't catch his finger in the net. That'd have been a bad deal.
Looked like he almost got the defender's finger between the ball and the rim. That would have hurt.
Foul on number 15, Chad Moran. That's his second.
Moran picks up the second personal.
Deonta Terrell.
And Terrell at the line hits the first one. He's got 16. Again, he's not the leading scorer on the team tonight.
It's hard to believe.
You wouldn't know it.
Nope, not by the way he's played this second half.
Well, all his points have come in the second half. Second free throw is good. 17. 54 seconds remain. 83-64. 19-point lead for Triton. Shot is up and good by Moran for three.
Three-point basket, Chad Moran.
It's his 16th point.
Southwestern
makes it 83-67. It's just about 8 o'clock. You're listening locally to 1490 WDA in Danville. Also on the web at VermilionCountyFirst.com and NJCAA National Championship Network. 47.5 seconds remain in this one, and then we get Pima taking on Delta.
Start getting revved up for that one. A lot of points.
Make sure all the bulbs are lit on the scoreboard and good, because they're going to need it.
Yep. They might not be by the time the game's over, but
I'm waiting to the day that they have to flip the scoreboard like a speedometer or an odometer and go back to zero. They're going to score 1,000 points before it's all done. Of course, no, I don't think you can go past one. I think you only have to get 200 points to get it to reset.
Get a 199,
yep.
And then that's it. Then they start subtracting points.
Wouldn't that be great to see somebody come walking in and they think somebody's losing like 84-3? And you're like, no, that's not right. That's 203.
Yeah. We're a little better than that.
83-67, officially the score. Triton with the lead over Southwestern. 47.5 seconds left to go. Ball gets brought into Terrell. And he gets it to Blake. Blake having trouble. Does he get it across? Yeah, just barely. Cross to Terrell with 34 seconds. Barnes hands it off. Back to Barnes. Passed it, and Cooper's going to get the lay-in.
Trojans basket, Cortez Cooper.
That's his 12th. Still crisp passing this late in the game. I think Southwestern's going to just put the brakes on and say, guess what, we'll let the rest of this clock run out and get ready for tomorrow.
We just saw Coach Christensen turn to the Triton crowd and give a little grin.
He knows he's got a team.
Oh, yeah.
And we've hit the zeros. Final score, Triton 85, Southwestern 67.
I was kind of wondering how Williams was going to react after the game. He's all smiles, so looks like everything's good with that.
Championship game tomorrow night.
So when you win, that kind of helps with that as well. We get ready to head to our Landmark Credit Union post-game show. 3 locations to serve you: West Fairchild and Eastgate Court, Danville. Also South State Street, Westville. Your community, your credit union. LandmarkCreditUnion.com. As we await the